This little speck is the smallest computer ever. The tiny robot can think, sense, act, and balance on the ridge of a fingerprint. Researchers at the University of Pennsylvania and the University of Michigan say this is the first time anyone has ever put an actual computer, one equipped with memory, processor, propulsion system, and sensors, into a platform this tiny. It measures just 200 by 300 micrometers wide and 50 micrometers thick. Here it is next to the stamped date on a US penny. While it only works when submerged in fluid, its makers claim it's fully programmable and can move, sense, compute, and act by using solar cells. The tiny bot can even measure the temperature of the fluid it's submerged in and report those measurements by doing a tiny little dance. Nice dance! It reminds me of that movie Inner Space where a shrunken Dennis Quaid is injected into Martin Short. Nobody? Alright.
I'm not a man.
This is the latest in science news. This is Mind Blow. We finally have synthetic octopus skin. Sorta. This synthetic material can swell into different detailed designs and change colors, just like octopus skin. Stanford researchers have developed a flexible, soft material that can change its color and texture. They started with a polymer film that balloons in water and sheets of gold stacked on two sides of a transparent backing and put it in either water or isopropyl alcohol. When they hit it with an electron beam, they could control where it swelled and by how much. To have it change color, they put the film between two layers of gold to create what they call an optical cavity. Light passed through one of the gold sheets and bounced between the two sheets in the cavity, reflecting off the tiny gold layers. They found that changing the cavity's width meant the reflection of different colors. They were actually able to recreate a mini version of the El Capitan rock formation from Yosemite National Park, and then were able to make fine-scale textures that controlled how much light bounced off of it, making it look either matte or glossy. Apparently, the stair-climbing robot wars are just heating up. Roborock's Saros Rover vacuum can climb your stairs and actually clean them, but it can also balance, hop over obstacles, and even dance. While other stair-climbing robots exist, like the one mentioned in Mind Blow 147, they usually rely on the vacuum and a separate shell with a lift system that can climb the stairs, but it doesn't actually clean them. The Saros Rover deploys its own set of legs with wheels attached at the bottom to climb each step and cleans the steps by using one leg to balance on the lower step and rolls itself back and forth on the next step to make sure it's clean before it moves on. The Saros Rover also demonstrated speed control, reverse, and hop. It runs on an AI algorithm in conjunction with motion sensors and 3D spatial information, and I mostly just found this video so dramatic I wanted you to see it. Speaking of dramatic, this fighting robot video recently went viral. The folks at Unitree are back with a fighting robot that you can train with. The Unitree H2 is 180 centimeters tall and has 31 degrees of freedom, letting it move with such precision and elegance as this. Check out the impressive jump kick, and for $29,900, you can dodge even more impressive kicks in real life with your own H2 humanoid robot. But no word yet on when Jack will enter the King of Iron Fist tournament. But this robot may enter a badminton tournament. Phybot's new humanoid robot is able to make quick returns and continuous, fast exchanges with a human partner. They used reinforcement learning to seamlessly coordinate lower body footwork and upper body striking. An extended Kalman filter was used to predict the trajectory of the shuttlecock for precise target striking. In one experiment, they actually had two robots maintain a rally of 21 consecutive hits. And badminton is a much cuter robot activity than kicking your head off. In very cool cat news, one of the world's rarest wild felines was just rediscovered after almost 3 decades. The existence of the endangered flathead cat was confirmed by remote cameras, according to Thailand's Department of National Parks, Wildlife and Plant Conservation, and Pantera Thailand. 13 detections were made in 2024, and then another 16 were made in 2025. They recorded a female flathead cat with her cub. The flathead cat is very difficult to observe due to its small size, very limited numbers, and being nocturnal. What further complicates observing is its preferred habitats like marshes and swampy forests. Currently, it's estimated there are only about 2,500 adults remaining. With it being classified as likely extinct in Thailand, this new finding is great news for the species. Now, in old math news, flowery plant-like designs made on pottery almost 8,000 years ago could be the earliest evidence we have yet of mathematical thinking. A pair of archaeologists from the Hebrew University of Jerusalem reported that many of the flower designs painted on the pottery by an ancient Mesopotamian culture show a regular number of petals determined by a mathematical progression. Thousands of Halafian pottery fragments have been found since the 1930s, and 375 were found to contain the flower designs. In almost every one, the flowers were shown with 4, 8, 16, 32, or 64 petals, suggesting a geometric progression that they say was inspired by the powers of 2. They argue that this is a clear sign that the Halafians understood the doubling of numbers and used this method to divide land and crops into equal shares. And now, the incredible convenience of the Panasonic Portable VCR from 1979.
Because it's portable, you can use it with a Panasonic Color TV camera to record life outdoors. Safe! And you can see what you taped instantly.
Instant replay.
Instant replay?
Hey, I want to see those pictures.
Panasonic Portable VHS. It records TV, and it records life.